The vast chamber of the Echo Wraith command nexus shimmered in cold blue light. Senior Envoy Cale Thrin and Strategist Fariel stood before the Singularity Resonance Field Projector. Their tall, ethereal forms glowed with semi-transparent blue skin, veins traced with silver swirls pulsing like flowing currents. Their hair, long and pure white, floated weightlessly in the zero gravity of Sector Helion 7's outer spiral. Before them, a holographic display of the Vega Station system rotated slowly. The ancient galaxy builder loomed in dark orbit, enormous energy conduits extending like skeletal fingers around a faint star. The station was a relic from extinct civilizations, abandoned yet alive with dormant power. Cale Thrin's voice rippled through the chamber, layered with echoes that danced in the air. "These humans, mere sparks in the dark," he said. "Their primitive technology cannot grasp the depths of singularity resonance. They wield no true power over space-time." Sfariel's silver eyes narrowed beneath their glowing lids, yet they have remained at the edges of Vega Station. "Their slow rise invites our intervention," the strategist replied. "But the galaxy builders they occupy, those abandoned quantum architects, were left by our extinct allies. What if these humans awaken their purpose?" Cale Thrin scoffed, a ripple of shimmering sound. "They lack the resonance core to command such forces. Their ships, the UESN Avalanche, Guardian, and Retribution, are fragile. Plasma cannons and sensor arrays like the Helios Mark V and Aegis 12 are toys against true power." Sfariel tapped to control, folding a section of spacetime in the display to reveal the Echo Wraith dreadnoughts. Towering vessels with dark, crystalline hulls absorbed the light. Black hole energy cores at their centers pulsed with malevolent gravity. Event horizon generators shimmered along their sides, capable of bending light itself into lethal traps. "Space-time rift mines will tear their fragile hulls apart," Sfariel said. "This nascent threat must be crushed before it grows." The room pulsed with tension. The Echo Wraith command nexus thrummed with energy from space-time folding architecture displays, mapping the sector in impossible folds and loops. Layered voices echoed, a choir of reverberations in the deep chamber. Cale Thrin's tone darkened, blending hubris with a faint trace of unease. "Their short history marks them as unpredictable but limited." Sfariel's gaze lingered on Vega Station's hologram, the spectral outline of the ancient builders faint beneath the station's dark surface. Yet the builders remain untouched. They hold power beyond comprehension. If humans unlock the quantum architect core, they will not only defend themselves, but reshape reality. Cale Thrin shook his head slowly, his shimmering form flickering. "We will not allow that. Our dreadnought fleet will fold space and descend upon human territory. We will snuff out this spark before it becomes a star." Sfariel's voice dropped to a whisper echoing in multiple layers. "Beware, Cale Thrin. There is something ancient here. The builders were designed to alter the fabric of the galaxy itself. If humans harness them, they will no longer be prey." The Stellar Navy's Avalanche and escorts will fall beneath our event horizons. In the stillness of the Echo Wraith command nexus, the Singularity Resonance Projector dimmed. Yet far beyond, in the orbit of Vega Station, a human spark glowed steadily, and with it the promise of a universe about to be rewritten. As the Echo Wraith scanned the silent ruins of Vega Station, long-forgotten echoes whispered warnings from a time before even their creators dared to dream. Deep within the celestial library of Nilshara, two Echo Wraith archivists, Vlin and Essariel, stood before towering crystalline data pillars. Their translucent blue forms shimmered faintly under the soft glow that radiated from gravity-wave-driven data streams. Vlin's fingers traced the surface of a space-time folded data scroll. It pulsed with ancient energy, the etched symbols shifting subtly in the dim archive light. "These records," Vlin whispered, voice layered with reverberations unique to their kind, "speak of humans not as mere primitive creatures, but as forces that shape the cosmos itself." Sariel leaned closer. Her silver swirls flickered against the curved crystalline walls as she activated a holographic star map. It projected the Vega Station system in sharp detail. The ancient galaxy builders, massive energy conduits, and quantum core architects loomed large in the display. These structures had been abandoned by long-extinct allies who perished resisting the human rise. "Look here," Sariel murmured. "These builders were left dormant, but not by chance. Every civilization that encountered humans recorded warnings now etched into the fabric of space-time." Vlin's eyes glowed softly as he read aloud from a fragile scroll carved in a nearly forgotten script. "Humans wield tools that do not just conquer but rewrite cosmic order. Their weapons do not simply destroy, they reshape reality." The archivists exchanged a long, heavy glance. "These ancient allies," Azariel said with a trace of sorrow, "fought desperately to prevent humans from unlocking the true potential of galaxy builders like Vega Station. They feared what humanity might become, architects of the universe itself." Vlin nodded slowly. Their warning spoke of redesigning reality, of bending space-time in ways no other species dared. A shimmering hologram flickered to life beside them, showing fragmented images of colossal energy conduits channeling quantum power into the Vega system. Yet in the hands of humans, they could be twisted into weapons far beyond our singularity resonance fields. Vlin's fingers tapped a control, bringing forth another report, this one chronicling extinct civilizations wiped out after underestimating human will and ingenuity. "They did not just fight with ships or weapons," Vlin said, "but with innovations that bent the very laws of physics. They shattered entire fleets by rewriting gravity fields and folding space." Sariel stared into the shifting holograms. "Our dreadnought's black hole energy cores and event horizon generators may be powerful, but these archives suggest they pale against humans who have mastered space-time on a quantum level." A low hum filled the archive as the gravity wave streams pulsed rhythmically, as if echoing the heartbeat of a long-lost cosmic warning. Blin's voice dropped to a whisper. "These builders left on Vega are a beacon, a sleeping giant. If humans awaken them fully, the balance of power will shatter." Sariel's eyes dimmed as she closed the data scroll. "We must ensure that future generations heed this. We must not allow the Stellar Navy, or whoever commands the UESN Avalanche, Guardian, and Retribution, to unlock what even their extinct allies feared." The two archivists stood in silence, the weight of history pressing like gravity on their semi-transparent forms. "Humans are no longer the sparks we thought," Sariel said softly. "They are the fire that will reshape the universe," Vlin echoed. "And from that fire, all will change." The archive's blue light dimmed around them, swallowing the ancient warnings into shadow. But while the Echo Wraith spoke of old dangers and lost knowledge, the humans aboard Vega Station were about to rewrite everything they thought they knew about the universe. Commander David Carter stood steadily on the bridge of the UESN Avalanche, his sharp gaze fixed on the glowing expanse of Vega Station below. The massive ancient structure loomed like a sleeping giant, its towering lattice of energy conduits and dormant galaxy-building arrays bathed in pale blue light. Around them, the Vega system shimmered, stars, planets, and the scattered remnants of civilizations long vanished. The Avalanche was the flagship of the Stellar Navy's 3rd Expeditionary Fleet. Its sleek white and gold hull gleamed under the Varelia sector's twin suns. Plasma cannon batteries lined its flanks, ready to unleash the fury of human ingenuity. Above the main viewport, the Helios Mark V sensor array scanned the station's core with relentless precision, collecting data streams faster than any alien technology Carter had faced. Beside him, Commander Anya Cato's fingers danced over the tactical console. Her dark eyes reflected streams of real-time data as she calibrated the Avalanche's precision targeting systems. The Ion Lance turrets on their escort ships, UESN Guardian and UESN Retribution, hummed in standby. Cato's steady voice broke the quiet tension. "Commander, energy readings from the station's core are fluctuating. It's faint, but something is stirring." Colonel Louis Kamani, the ship's science officer, leaned in from his station. His deep brown eyes were calm but alert. "The quantum architect core is ancient, but it's not dead. We're detecting residual space-time distortions, small but stable. This could be the key to unlocking the station's true purpose." In the background, Colonel Maylin Hassan, the chief engineer, monitored the ship systems. Her hands moved deftly over the holographic interface, ensuring the Avalanche's Aegis 12 long-range communication system remained active. The Stellar Navy depended on it to coordinate between fleet vessels in the vast darkness of the Varelia sector. Carter turned to the small group gathered on the bridge. His voice was calm but carried the weight of command. "We're not just here to guard Vega Station. We're here to awaken what the galaxy builders left behind. The Echo Wraith think this is just relics of a forgotten war. They don't realize we are more than caretakers. We are architects." Cato nodded sharply. "Sensors are ready to target any incoming threats, but my gut says this won't be just a defensive mission. The Echo Wraith fleet is near. They'll test us." Kimani's voice grew steady with scientific excitement. "If we can harness the quantum architect core, we could manipulate gravity fields across the sector. That means not just defense but offense on a scale they haven't imagined." Maylin glanced up from her console, a rare smile breaking her usually focused expression. "Engineering is ready. The plasma cannons and shield systems can handle a barrage. If we're going to redesign spacetime, we'll need every joule of power." The bridge lights dimmed as the Helios Mark IV array intensified its sweep. Data streamed in torrents, painting a vivid picture of Vega Station's dormant systems. The ancient galaxy builders had left behind a skeleton of technology, massive energy conduits, quantum core reactors, and gravity wave matrices. The Stellar Navy had spent decades learning to interface with these alien machines. Carter's eyes hardened. "This is our moment. Our ancestors crossed the stars with nothing but courage and innovation. Echo Wraiths count us weak because they don't understand what we've already built, within ourselves and in our ships." He stepped forward and looked out at the distant horizons of space. "We are the Stellar Navy. White hulls, plasma fire, and minds sharp as any quantum forge. The Echo Wraith will find that their galaxy builders are no longer theirs to command." Cato's fingers flew across the tactical display. "Alert! Echo Wraith recon drones detected at the outer perimeter." The bridge buzzed with energy. Maylin's voice was steady. "Power systems nominal. Plasma batteries charging to full capacity." Kamani's grin was quiet but fierce. "Let them come. We will show them what it means to face humanity." Commander Carter took a deep breath. The calm before the storm. The Vega Station sat silently beneath them, waiting to be reborn. "We're ready," Carter said. "Let's begin unlocking the future." As the Avalanche and its escorts held orbit, the crew prepared to awaken ancient power. Somewhere deep inside Vega Station, the quantum architect core stirred, ready to bend spacetime to human will, and with it, rewrite the rules of the universe forever. Just as the crew settled into their routine on Vega Station, the silent calm shattered. Echo Wraith ships surged from the shadows, their attack blazing to life. Commander David Carter stood on the bridge of the UESN Avalanche, eyes sharp beneath the glowing holo displays. His voice cut through the tension. "All hands, battle stations. Echo Wraith fleet detected. Cato, status report." Commander Anya Cato's fingers danced over the tactical console. Multiple dreadnoughts emerging from space-time fold, sir. Hulls glimmering with dark crystalline plating. Krot. Yeah. Black hole cores powering gravity wave cannons. They're targeting us now. Outside the viewport, the Echo Wraith dreadnoughts appeared like dark specters. Their elongated hulls shimmered with a sinister black sheen, veins pulsing with unstable event horizon projectors. Space-time ripples warped the stars behind them. Kale Thrin's layered voice echoed across the Vega Station comms channel. Fold space, crush their defenses. No mercy for these sparks. The UESN Guardian and UESN Retribution flanked the avalanche, their white and gold hulls gleaming sharply against the void. Guardians. Ion Lance turrets hummed, focused beams ready to slice through enemy armor. Retribution's phase shield arrays flickered, preparing to absorb incoming blasts. "Carter to Cato," said Colonel Louis Kimani, monitoring shield integrity. "Gravity wave disruptors charging on Echo Wraith vessels. Their rift mines scan for weak points. Shields at 70%, steady but holding. Deploy countermeasures," Carter ordered. Maylin Hassan, "Bring engineering to maximum output. We'll need every watt to keep those shields online." Hassan's calm voice came over the comms. Power rerouted to phase shields and plasma capacitor banks, avalanche systems green and stable. The first salvo hit. Gravity wave cannons roared, sending ripples through space. The Guardians' Ion Lance cut narrow beams, piercing one dreadnought's core. But Echo Wraith ships twisted through folded space, evading most fire. "Retribution here," reported Lieutenant Jessa Merrick over comms. "Phase shields taking heavy rift mine impacts. Hull integrity holding." Returning fire with pulse cannons. The battle raged in bursts of light and shadow. Cato's eyes narrowed. Lead dreadnought closing fast. "Target its black hole core with Ion Lance. Now!" Carter's voice was steady but firm. "Guardian, concentrate fire. Retribution, maintain shield grid around avalanche." Guardian's Ion Lance beams flared, focused and precise. The lead dreadnought shuddered as its black hole core flickered dangerously. Suddenly, one Echo Wraith ship unleashed a gravity wave disruptor. The avalanche's plasma cannon sputtered, briefly overloaded. Kimani barked, "Shields dipping." "Hassan, boost power!" The rhythmic thrum of the phase shields grew louder as Retribution's engineers reinforced the energy barriers. Sparks flew along the hull plating, but the fleet held its line. Kyle Thrin's haunting voice echoed again. "You are trapped. Your resistance is meaningless." Carter clenched his jaw. "Not today." He leaned forward. "Cato, cycle plasma batteries to rapid fire. Kimani, monitor core stability. Hassan, reroute energy from less critical systems." Plasma cannons on Avalanche flared, pumping volleys of searing energy laced with gravity pulses. The Echo Wraith dreadnoughts rocked under the assault. "Lead dreadnought critical," Cato announced. "Core destabilizing." The black hole energy core at the center of the enemy dreadnought flickered violently, then fractured. The ship imploded inward, collapsing into a miniature singularity before vanishing. "Excellent shot," Carter said quietly. The battle around Vega Station intensified. Echo Wraith ships twisted through space folds, launching rift mines and gravity disruptors. Human ships danced through the chaos, coordinated and unyielding. On Avalanche's bridge, tensions ran high, but focus never wavered. "Guardian to Avalanche," Cato said. "We're flanking starboard." Ion Lance beams slicing through escort crafts. Retribution deploying phase pulse mines on their rear flank, Marek reported. "Enemy formation breaking." Carter's voice rose, filled with resolve. "Hold formation. Push them back. Vega Station is ours to defend." The Echo Wraith fleet faltered under the combined firepower and tactical precision of the Stellar Navy. Dark crystalline dreadnoughts, once looming threats, now burned with unstable cores or fled through fractured space-time folds. Carter smiled grimly. "They thought us sparks. Let's show them we're the fire that reshapes the stars." The battle raged on, fierce and relentless. But the tide was turning. In the void around Vega Station, humanity's will burned brighter than any black hole. Just as the Echo Wraith ships closed in, a hidden signal pulsed through Vega Station, unleashing a secret weapon the Stellar Navy had kept buried for generations. Inside the glowing core chamber of Vega Station, the UESN Avalanche's command deck buzzed with sudden energy. Commander David Carter stood firm, eyes locked on the main holo display. The ancient galaxy builder structure hummed to life, light rippling through its massive quantum conduits. Colonel Louis Kamana's fingers danced over the console. "Commander, the quantum architect core is stabilizing. This is no ordinary power source. It can bend space-time itself." Anya Cato, tactical officer, leaned forward. "Our plasma cannons will be more than just energy bolts now. They'll ride gravity pulses, tearing through Echo Wraith shields faster than anything they've seen." The room brightened as Colonel Malin Hassan activated the gravity wave amplifiers. All systems green. The core's field is syncing with Avalanche's Helios Mark V sensors. Prepare to unleash the Avalanche Protocol. The command deck fell into focused silence as the core's vast energy melded with the Avalanche's plasma cannon batteries. Outside, Vega Station's ancient quantum conduits radiated vibrant streams of blue and gold light, twisting space-time around the battleground. "Targeting lasers recalibrating," Cato reported. "Locking on to the lead, Echo Wraith Dreadnought's black hole core." Kimani added, "Their event horizon generators are no match for this distortion field. We're about to rewrite the physics of this fight." On the bridge, the crew braced. The Avalanche's plasma cannons throbbed with new power. When Carter gave the word, they fired. The energy bolts emerged not as simple plasma beams, but as swirling currents of plasma-laced gravity pulses. They sliced through the dark crystalline hull of the Echo Wraith, Dreadnought like a hot knife through nebula gas. Behind the lead ship, the rest of the Echo Wraith fleet faltered. Their gravity wave disruptors and rift mines flickered and died under the sudden shifts in space-time. "Impact confirmed," Cato's voice crackled. "Lead Dreadnought's shield fractured. Core destabilizing." Kimani's eyes widened on his monitor. "It's collapsing. The black hole energy core is unraveling under the gravity pulse distortion." Malin Hassan smiled grimly. "This is what happens when you leave ancient galaxy builders to humans. We don't just use their technology, we improve it." Carter's voice was calm but fierce. "This is what legacy means. We've inherited the galaxy builders, and we're architects, not caretakers." He hit another control. The Avalanche's plasma cannons fired again, each shot bending the gravity around enemy ships, tearing their hulls apart. The Echo Wraith formation broke apart in chaos. Ships twisted through space, caught in sudden space-time folds that ripped their cores apart. Cato called out, "Guardian in retribution. Status?" On the comm, Guardian's captain spoke. "Ion Lance turrets enhanced with your space-time folding fields. We're slicing through the starboard flank." "Retributions," Commander reported. "Phase shields holding against rift mines, ready to deploy countermeasures." Back on Avalanche, Carter's face was set. "Keep the pressure. No mercy." "The Echo Wraiths chose to underestimate us." Kamani turned toward Carter, eyes bright with awe. "Commander, the quantum architect core isn't just a weapon. It's a tool of creation and destruction. We can reshape entire battlefields with it." "Exactly," Carter said. The Echo Wraiths left these builders behind, thinking they were dead relics. They forgot one thing: humans don't just inherit. We redesign. Malin Hassan stepped forward, adjusting the core's gravity wave frequency. Activating next phase, energy conduit expansion. This will amplify our plasma gravity pulses across Vega Station's orbit. "On my mark," Carter said, gripping the command rail. "Fire!" The Avalanche's cannons unleashed a torrent of plasma-laced gravity waves. The pulses warped space around enemy ships, destabilizing their black hole cores and bending light so their weapons malfunctioned. Echo Wraith Dreadnoughts exploded in silent bursts as their energy cores collapsed inward. Core destabilization at 60%, Kimani reported urgently. They're losing synchronization with their singularity resonance fields. Kato's fingers flew over the tactical console. Lead dreadnought is down, rear guard retreating through fractured spacetime. Carter's voice was steady, commanding. Hold formation. Focus fire on the retreating vessels. Vega Station is ours to control. The command deck filled with a new energy. The hidden power of Vega Station had turned the tide. Humans were no longer on the defensive. They were the masters of this battle. Carter turned to his officers, eyes burning with resolve. This is only the beginning. The Echo Wraith thought they'd crushed us. Instead, they've unleashed the future. Outside, the ancient galaxy builder pulsed with renewed life. The quantum architect core's energy flowed through the station, a beacon of human ingenuity and strength. The stellar navy had revealed its greatest secret, and the universe would never be the same. As the truth about humanity came to light, Captain Reyes stared out at the endless stars, voice steady but filled with quiet pride. They thought they knew what we were capable of until we showed them the real power of the stellar navy. No one ever believed humans could turn ancient alien relics into weapons of fate. The Vega Station, once silent and dormant, now pulsed with energy that bent space-time itself. Around us, the UESN Avalanche's bridge hummed with focused intensity. Commander David Carter gripped the polished console, eyes sharp beneath his steel-gray hair. Behind him, Commander Anya Kato's fingers danced over tactical displays, and Colonel Luis Kamani studied streaming data, his brow furrowed in concentration. Colonel Maylin Hassan worked the quantum architect core's controls, weaving gravity wave amplifiers into a deadly symphony. We didn't just inherit the galaxy builders, Carter began, voice rising over the roar of distant plasma cannons. We re-engineered their purpose. The Echo Wraith thought these ancient machines were relics to fear. To us, they're the hammer that shapes the future. His gaze swept the panoramic viewport of the Avalanche. Beyond, the UESN Guardian and UESN Retribution flanked us, their sleek white and gold hulls gleaming beneath Vega starlight. Guardians, ion lance turrets glowed, locked on invisible targets. Retributions, phase shield arrays shimmered, deflecting Echo Wraith rift mines with practiced ease. They see our plasma cannons as primitive, Carter said, voice firm. But now, those cannons fire gravity-augmented pulses. Each shot twists the fabric of space around their black hole cores. Their dreadnoughts crack like glass. He paused, letting the weight of his words settle through the comm channels to every ship in the fleet. We are more than soldiers. We are architects, architects of destiny. A shudder rippled through the Avalanche as another Echo Wraith gravity wave disruptor slammed into our rear shields. The crew held fast, unshaken. Anya, status? Carter asked. Kato turned sharply, her dark eyes fierce. Guardians, ion lance just severed the lead. Echo Wraith Dreadnought's event horizon projector. It's destabilizing. Kimani chimed in, voice steady but urgent. Their singularity resonance fields are collapsing. The quantum architect core's distortions are eating away at their defenses faster than predicted. Carter nodded. Keep the pressure. Maylin, I want the gravity wave amplifiers at maximum output. Colonel Hassan's fingers flew over the console. Amplifiers are green. Plasma gravity pulses will double in intensity within seconds. Good, Carter said, voice a low growl of satisfaction. Echo Wraith technology bends space-time to trap and kill. We bend it to break and conquer. He stepped away from the console, pacing the bridge with the calm authority of a seasoned leader. They left their galaxy builders on Vega Station, believing humans were mere caretakers. His voice softened, filled with fierce pride. But we are the stellar navy. Born from the stars, forged in fire and innovation, we do not just survive, we create, we destroy. We transform. Carter's eyes burned with the fire of conviction. Every pulse of plasma, every ripple of gravity, woven from the legacy of every human who ever dared to dream beyond their world. He raised his voice, commanding the attention of every crew member and every ship across the ComNet. Echo Wraiths, hear this. Your galaxy builders are our weapons now. Your ancient power fuels our revolution. Your arrogance will be your undoing. A beat of silence followed, as if the vastness of space itself held its breath. Then the bridge erupted in renewed energy. Tactical officers shouted targets, engineers called out system statuses, and the fleet responded as one. "We redesign the universe," Carter declared, voice echoing against the steel walls. Not through fear, but through unbreakable will and endless ingenuity. The Echo Wraith, dreadnoughts faltered, their black hole cores flickering and dying under the relentless human assault. "We are architects of the cosmos," Carter repeated, voice steady, unwavering, "and this is only the beginning." His eyes burned bright, reflecting the swirling energy of the quantum architect core behind him. The future was ours to build, and humanity would shape it with every breath, every battle, every victory. But as the Echo Wraith watched, they didn't realize their greatest mistake, underestimating what humanity was truly capable of. And that's when everything began to change. Commander Anya Cato's voice cut sharply through the UESN Avalanche's command bridge. "Guardian, cut starboard flank. Retribution, deploy phase pulse mines on their rear formation. Now!" The UESN Guardian, a sleek battleship armed with long-range ion lance turrets, pivoted with stunning agility. Its weapons hummed as spacetime folding fields extended the lance beams far beyond normal range. These shimmering blue beams sliced through the dark crystalline hulls of the Echo Wraith dreadnoughts like knives through silk. "Lance beams are slicing their shields," Cato reported, eyes glued to the tactical display. "Starboard flank is collapsing." On the opposite side, the UESN Retribution moved with calculated precision. Its engineers triggered a series of phase pulse mines, small but deadly devices that generated collapsing event horizons. The mines formed invisible webs of gravitational distortion that wrapped around the Echo Wraith ships. Pulse mines deployed. Colonel Malin Hassan confirmed from engineering, fingers dancing over her console. Their event horizon generators are destabilizing, emceeing hull integrity failing rapidly. Commander David Carter stood tall on the bridge of the Avalanche, the flagship of the Stellar Navy, his gaze steady and commanding. "Hold formation! Press the advantage!" "Vega Station is ours to command." Colonel Louis Kamani, the science officer, leaned over his console, monitoring the enemy's core readings. "Their singularity resonance fields are failing," he reported, awe creeping into his voice. "The quantum architect core is disrupting their black hole energy cores. They can't stabilize under the gravity wave distortions." Outside the viewport, the battle raged in spectacular detail. The Echo Wraith dreadnoughts shuddered as glowing fractures spread across their hulls. Black hole cores inside them flickered and then exploded in cascading implosions. One by one, the alien ships folded in on themselves, disappearing into fragmented folds of shattered spacetime. A sudden flash lit the void as a massive Echo Wraith flagship tried to flee through a fractured spacetime rift. But the Avalanche's plasma gravity pulses caught it. Commander Cato's voice was calm but fierce. "Retribution, intercept, don't let it escape." The Retribution cut across the enemy's path, launching a concentrated volley of plasma gravity pulses. The enemy ship trembled, its event horizon crackling wildly before it imploded, swallowed by the very space it tried to bend. "Excellent work," Carter said, voice carrying the weight of command and victory. "Guardian, flank left. Cato, keep eyes on the retreat path. Kimani, maintain pressure on their cores." On the bridge, tension shifted rapidly to exhilaration. The human fleet operated like a single organism, every move precise and deadly. Kato's fingers flew over the tactical console. Their formation is breaking apart. But those folds won't hold long. Hassan's fingers moved with purpose. I'm wrapping up the Quantum Architect core's gravity wave amplifiers. It's creating localized space-time distortions that are collapsing their jump corridors. A sharp alert beeped from Avalanche's systems. Incoming enemy fighter wave, the tactical AI reported. Prepare point defense, Carter ordered calmly. Cato, coordinate intercept. The UESN Guardian and Retribution shifted their focus. Guardians, ion lance turrets opened fire, their extended beams cutting through swarms of Echo Wraith fighters. Retributions, phase shields powered up, absorbing incoming plasma bursts. The fighters were relentless, but they faced something new. Avalanche's upgraded plasma cannons now fired pulses infused with quantum gravity fields. Each shot tore through armor and warped enemy ships space-time, leaving them spinning helplessly before crashing. Fighters neutralized, Cato confirmed. Carter's eyes glinted with fierce pride. This is what it means to be human. We don't just fight, we bend reality to our will. Kimani smiled grimly. They never expected us to turn their own technology against them. The Quantum Architect core is rewriting the laws of engagement. Outside, Vega Station itself seemed to pulse with new energy. The ancient galaxy builders' dormant conduits lit up as the Avalanche's technology synced with the station systems. Streams of golden energy flowed like rivers across the station's massive structure. Vega Station is becoming a weapon, Hassan said, voice barely hiding her wonder. We're channeling its power to amplify our fleet's capabilities. The Echo Wraith dreadnoughts faltered. Some attempted desperate retreats, but were caught in collapsing event horizons generated by Retribution's mines. Others simply exploded, victims of destabilized black hole cores. Cato called out, "Enemy flagship down!" Remaining vessels breaking formation. Carter nodded. "Keep the pressure. No mercy. We hold Vega Station no matter the cost." The battle tide had turned. What began as a desperate defense was now a relentless human offensive. The combination of human ingenuity, willpower, and the ancient power of Vega Station shattered the Echo Wraith's arrogance. As the last Echo Wraith ship scrambled through fractured space-time folds, their layered echoing voices faded into silence. Carter let out a slow breath. "We're not just defending our home, we're rewriting the future, one pulse at a time." Cato smiled, eyes reflecting the glowing Vega Station behind them. They thought they were gods with their black hole cores. "Turns out, humans are the architects of destiny," Kamani laughed quietly. "The universe itself will remember this day." Hassan nodded in agreement. "Vega Station's power is ours now. We shape reality." The Stellar Navy fleet regrouped, battered but unbroken. Around them, Vega Station shimmered like a beacon, a symbol of human resilience and power. The Echo Wraith had learned a brutal lesson. Underestimating humanity was their fatal error, and the universe would never be the same. Just as hope seemed lost, the Stellar Navy unleashed a bold new strategy that caught the Echo Wraith off guard, setting the stage for a victory no one saw coming. The vast command hub of Vega Station glowed softly, its massive panels alive with pulsing energy. The ancient galaxy builder structures thrummed under the steady hands of human engineers. Colonel Maylin Hassan, her eyes sharp beneath the standard-issue Navy cap, stood over the Quantum Architect core's control console. She adjusted the power couplings, weaving human precision with alien technology. The ambient hum shifted, now infused with human will. Commander David Carter paced steadily on the bridge of the UESN Avalanche. The flagship's white and gold hull gleamed under distant starlight. Around him, tactical officers worked with quiet intensity. Commander Anya Cato's fingers danced over the Helios Mark V sensor array, scanning for any Echo Wraith remnants lurking beyond the station's gravity well. Nearby, Colonel Luis Kimani studied real-time data feeds, eyes narrowing at the rapidly stabilizing space-time fields. Guardian and Retribution are holding position in orbit, Cato reported. Their crews are patching armor and recalibrating weapons. The fleet is ready to support any expansion. Carter nodded, voice calm but resolute. Good. Good. His translucent blue skin shimmered faintly, silver swirls pulsing with frustration. His long white hair floated in zero-G as he regarded the humans silently. His layered, echoing voice crackled through the holding cell speakers. You have awakened powers beyond your reckoning. The universe itself will change, but so shall you. Carter met the gaze of the captured envoy through the reinforced viewport. Let them watch, he said quietly. They thought us weak sparks. Now were the forge. Outside, the remaining Echo Wraith dreadnoughts had either fled through fractured space-time corridors or surrendered. The dreaded gravity wave disruptors lay silent, their black hole energy cores destabilized by the avalanche's enhanced plasma gravity pulses. Maylin Hassan's engineering teams worked swiftly. We've integrated the quantum architect core with Vega structural conduits, she said. We're already reconfiguring star system layouts to optimize resource flow and defensive grids. This is just the beginning. Kimani stepped forward with a new set of scans. The builder's designs respond to human input. We're not just adapting old tech, we're evolving the entire network. This station can now manipulate local space-time geometry to protect nearby colonies. Commander Anya Cato tapped her comlink. Fleet is reporting improved morale. Even the newest recruits feel the shift. Our weapons now harness gravity waves as naturally as plasma. From his command chair, Carter allowed a brief smile. We've rewritten the rules of engagement. The Echo Wraith believed their ancient technology made them gods. They didn't count on human adaptability. The station's colossal energy conduits began to glow with vibrant blue and gold. Streams of quantum energy arced between the spires like celestial lightning. The Vega Station was alive, a cosmic forge reshaping the neighborhood of stars. Anya Cato pointed toward the viewport. Colonel Hassan, the solar arrays powering the outer rings just synchronized with the core. We're generating enough energy to sustain multiple fleet expansions. Then, we'll build more, Hassan replied with fierce pride. More ships, more stations, more defenses. The Stellar Navy will not just survive, we'll thrive. Carter turned to the bridge crew. Prepare transmission to Stellar Navy Command and allied planets. Inform them of the new status. Vega Station is a beacon now, a symbol. He paused, voice thick with both exhaustion and triumph. We've not just won a battle, we've rewritten the rules of the cosmos. This galaxy, and those beyond, will remember the day humanity took its place as architects of the universe. Cale Thrin's voice echoed faintly, layered and haunting. Beware, humans. With great power comes great reckoning. The universe watches, and it will test you. Carter's reply was steady, unwavering. Let it come. We're ready. The mood on the avalanche shifted from tense vigilance to cautious hope. Outside, the stars shimmered brighter, as if acknowledging a new force rising in the Virelia sector. The Stellar Navy's white and gold ships, Avalanche, Guardian, and Retribution, formed a proud constellation around the glowing Vega Station. They stood as guardians of a new era. Humanity had not just survived the alien onslaught. They had conquered ancient mysteries and begun to redesign reality itself. The universe was no longer an indifferent expanse. It was a canvas, and humanity held the brush. The next chapter was theirs to write.